You say I wanted to add something. We talked a lot, not you can, not to hold you, but we talked a lot about colleges and college readiness and the colleges that they go to, and we're obviously very proud of students who go to college. But I want to tell you, when about 6 years ago, I was teaching in UT Dallas, and I had a student, this was the graduate school, I had a student that he was doing the bare minimum just to pass, and at some point, to make a long story short, I asked him, why did you go to college? And he said, because that's what you do after high school. And if I was somebody, an alien that came into this room now and looked at the report, I would see that we really, really value college. And I think, I know that it might be a lot easier to measure and know and track students that go to college, whether it's 2 years or 4 years. But I really want to make sure that the message that comes out of here is that the only option that we value is college, because I have to remind you that there are 4 names that I jotted down: Steve Jobs, Bill Gates, Bill Boeing, and Michael Dell. You know those names. Some of them never finished college. Some of them failed initially, started companies. So if somebody gets a job and does really a good job at that, I think it's something we should value and we should show. If somebody starts a business and creates jobs for others and create an economic growth, that's something that we value, whether they go to college or not. We talked about the service academies, but how about somebody that just goes to the Army, Navy, Air Force, not to an academy? That's something that we value, somebody that's putting their lives on the line for us. So I think that somehow we should be able to track that. I know it might be an issue of how we track that and how we know, but at least let's be aware of the message that's coming out of this room, that it's not only college. And I know that that's not what we think.
I was going to say, that's definitely not what we think, and it's also in our core beliefs and our strategic plan. And so I'm not countering you, I'm just wanting to inform others that we have that documented in our work, and we totally believe that every student, whether they go to college or not, is what we're focusing on.
I know, and if there was a way for us to track that, and there was a way for us to report that, because again, my point was, I was thinking about that, kind of putting myself outside and thinking, I just walked through this door, I have no idea what you do here. As I walk out, the message that comes out is we really value college, and we do value other things. So somehow we need to make sure that our kids know that.
I certainly understand what you're saying. I think one of the challenges, and we'll talk about that, is how we get that information. You know, we have a means of getting information on students who attend college because some entity gathers that. So we would have to give some thought and understand that the information wouldn't be accurate. It would be as accurate as the number of students who responded to the request after they graduated, but we can certainly begin looking at that.
Yeah, that's that would be great if we can find a way.